All right, so Belmer, take it away.
Hello, can you hear me well? So I'm going to talk today about the hybrid being. Oops, sorry. That is this idea of like maybe a provocation today in this context of virtual beings. I'm going to present something that I hope inspire you guys to think and frame what you guys doing and working on a different way. My name is Belmer. I'm a designer and also a lead designer in the AR group of Portal, that is a device that do video calls from Facebook. So you are an alibi away from being someone else. You will become a being that's half human and half a beast, but not scary.
Will his mama ever come?
This is an experience that happens in Storytime. Storytime is the AR storytelling experience that happens in Portal, and it was created because you want to help parents and grandparents that are trying to communicate with young kids when they're remote and beyond the 10 seconds of attention span they have. So I don't know if any of you have ever tried to call a kid like over a video call. It's pretty frustrating, right? Like it's pretty much goes like that. Hey, how are you doing? Good. How's your day? What have you done? Not much. Hey, do you miss me? And they just leave and start to fight about who's going to use the pink plate first. And so it's pretty frustrating, but at the same time, like it was very rewarding to work on something like this. So I'm going to show a video that explains a little bit more what is the experience of Storytime.
Hi, Chloe. I was wondering if you would like a story.
The 5 Little Monkeys.
Yay! I love that story. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell down and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." Yay!
So this AR experience and others like this one I'm going to launch in December called Mic Drop. There's a lip sync experience in AR. They are powered by two main technologies that we provide inside the platform. One is the smart camera. The smart camera pretty much like finds where you are in the room and frames you in the best way for the application that you're using. Another one is the Spark AR. That is pretty much the proprietary AR platform of Facebook that empowers Instagram, Messenger, Oculus, and also Portal. And they come with like a lot of built-in like face tracking and other segmentations and other features that make it very easy to create AR content. With so many things you could do with technology, and also when you think about I'm creating a content at the Storytime on a screen, it's very easy to go to a path of like creating amazing storytelling, but it's nothing else than screen time. So for us, it was very important to make sure like why you're doing this at all have been very clear in your minds. And for that reason, we prioritize expression, human expression, over a perfect storytelling that is not as perfect as could be in a movie, for instance. That was based on existence of our clear purpose in terms of like the AR group that is about creating shared experiences where we try to bring people together, if they're local or remote, in a way that it can become a bonding experience. And prioritizing human connection and human expression. Also, if you consider like why didn't we go for a path of more like a fully virtual being avatar, right? Because our prioritization over expression, the avatars would not suffice as a solution at this point. Like it's not the eye-to-eye connection is not that expressive as you want. The micro expressions are not there yet. And there's also some situations where like it can be, if you're trying to become too realistic, it becomes uncanny. Like we all know that problem. And if in a context of a video call, can feel more like escaping than actually like trying to connect, like an augmentation. So the path we chose to move forward was to provide an alibi that would help you to embody this character. And this alibi, it means like you're creating a context, a surrounding environment that provides you the permission and also the comfort to behave in a way that you not behave otherwise in a regular setting. So when you have like a situation like this one, like our hybrid being, like you have like the illustrations, you have the mask, and suddenly you have this situation like the person that the beast come out and become not necessarily more grandpa anymore, but like this hybrid being for a moment. And there's a lot of advantages there. Like some, as I mentioned, like they addresses the shortcomings of avatars. Like you have a better feeling of presence. That's so important for us in terms of the eye-to-eye connection. We never block any of the main facial expressions. We never block the eyes. There's also a situation of like with this experience, you can provide a more bonding experience, because you can imagine like suddenly grandpa or mom is having this kind of magical surrounding and behaving in a way I never saw she behaving before. And that's kind of a very memorable, funny thing experience for kids to engage in that way. And that being is also as context aware and manage to solve many social dynamics as any human being can do, because it's as smart as a human. What we have here is a situation where like we chose to be here in this space where human expression is very high, but to have the trade-off of having like that this happens only occasionally. Not only sometimes we have this experience to happen. What may make it special, but also making less people exposed to this. And what I want to bring to you this question, like this is our trade-off we chose. You can choose your trade-off, but I want to open this framing in terms of like you don't need to be necessarily one side or the other. You can choose like to be not on the black or the white side, but in this gray space, and find what's the right balance for you, for the product you're creating. There's not like only one solution or the other solution. And just to close this, I would like to bring in one more confusing situation for everybody. Like imagine a hybrid being that is like you have the human intention and you have like real puppets that are being animated. And those puppets, they're having some virtual alibi on top of that to behave in a different way. I don't know how to explain that, but I'm going to show anyway.
Itsy bitsy. I love watching the weather.
What do you think of the story so far?
Can't wait to see how it ends.
What a coincidence! I can't wait for it to end too.
Thank you.